Hello to you. I'm Jessie Johnson. This is light years, redshifts, and parallax do not exist in the context of the stars. There are two mathematical methods which prove 100% that light years do not exist, meaning that redshift and parallax also do not exist in the context of the stars, which also means that galaxies, quasars, black holes, big bangs, aliens from outer space, etc. do not exist, along with space itself. At least not as we have been taught from childhood. The real, R-E-A-L, the real universe, or the part we live in, is in fact called the heavens, and is a relatively small self-enclosed system of approximately 200,000 miles in radius, as far as I can tell, not necessarily spherical. Let's begin. Now, this is 100% proof that light years, redshift, shifts, and parallax do not exist in the context of the stars. 3 absolute proofs. Number 1, basic equal distance magnification. Number 2, basic arithmetic with basic trigonometry's angle of elevation. Number 3, basic celestial navigation with basic trigonometry's angle of elevation. Now, basic arithmetic. This is the equator, 24,901 miles in circumference. This is a coordinate system which is used by ships captains and airplane pilots. 24,901 miles divided by 24 hours equals 1,037.54 miles per hour, divided by 60 minutes equals 17.29 miles per minute. And since 17.29 cannot be divided by 60 seconds, so therefore we multiply it by miles or feet. 5280 feet, which is 1 mile, which is equal to 91,303.66 feet. Now we can divide by 60 seconds, which equals 1,521.72 feet a second. And we now go to basic trigonometry's angle of elevation. Here is the sun at the tip top. This is a right angle triangle. All triangles have 3 edges, A, B, and C. All triangles have 3 sides, a hypotenuse, opposite side, and adjacent side. So we take our 1,521.72 feet per second and put it down at the adjacent side of the triangle at 1,521.72 feet between A and B. And this is you. And your shadow is cast into your shoe because the sun is directly above your head at C. And this here is 90 degrees. 90 degrees has 5 values. 0, 1, 1 point something something something, undefined, and infinity, which cannot be used for calculations purposes because it is directly above your head. And so we go to the next thing which can be used for calculation, which is 89.99 degrees. So therefore, we have A to B. A to B is 1,521.72 feet. A to C, which is 89.99 degrees. B to C is the tangent of 89.99 degrees, which is equal to 5,729.577893 times 1,521.72 feet, which is equal to 8,718,813 divided by 5,280 feet, which is 1 mile. This is equal to 1,651.29 miles. Hence, the sun, when the sun is circling the equator, it is 1,651.29 miles above the earth. And there are 86,400 seconds in a day, which means there are 86,400 right-angled triangles just like this one, with the same information. Now let's go. This alone disproved the 93 million. Now let's go to Polaris, the North Star, and find out how high it is above the Earth's surface. First, we start with basic celestial navigation. One nautical mile is equal to 6,076.12 feet, which is equal to 1.15 regular miles. One regular mile is 5,280 feet. Now we go to basic trigonometry, its angle of elevation. Here is Polaris, the North Star. This is a right angle triangle, and all triangles have three edges, A, B, and C. All triangles have three sides, hypotenuse, opposite side, and adjacent side. So we take our 6,076.12 feet and put it at the adjacent side of the triangle, 6,076.12 feet between A and B. And since 90 degrees cannot be used to calculate with because it is absolutely directly above your head, B to C, that's what it is, and therefore we use the next closest thing to 90 degrees, which is 89.99 degrees, and therefore 8A to B is 6,076.12 feet. A to C is 89.99 degrees. B to C is the tangent of 89.99 degrees, which is equal to 5,729.577893 times 6,076.12 feet, which is equal to 34,813,602.82 feet, divided by 6,076.12 feet equals 5,729.57 nautical miles. Now, 5,729 times 1.15 is equal to 6,589 regular miles. Hence, the North Star, Polaris, the North Star, is 6,589 regular miles above its altitude above the Earth's surface, straight above it, which is equal to 5,729 nautical miles above the Earth's surface. This is the first form in which light years do not exist. Do not exist. Here is the second form in which light years do not exist, or redshifts or parallels. It is called basic equal distance magnification. Basic equal distance magnification. In the heliocentric religion universe, which do not exist, the sun is considered to be approximately 93 million miles from a ball-shaped Earth, which do not exist. From this false ball-shaped Earth, 93 million miles is the base of 1x magnification. It is the primary distance unit. Divide 93 million into 1 billion. To get about 10.75x magnification. There are 1,000 millions in 1 billion. Hence, 1,000 times 10.75x magnification equals 10,750x magnification, which is needed to see at 1 trillion miles away. Now, what can you see, specifically you? Can you see with the unaided naked eyes that requires 10,750x magnification? Nothing. You cannot see anything from this Earth at 1 trillion miles away. Distance. Nothing. No matter how big it is or how bright it is. A light year is 6 trillion miles in distance. So that's 6 times 10,750x, which is equal to 64,500x magnification needed. Yet, These people are telling you that there are such things as light years. It does not exist. You go outside almost every night and you can see the stars with your naked eyes. Hence, light years do not exist. Redshift and parallax do not exist in the context for the stars. Now, let's continue. Telescopic cameras, such as a P900 has 83x magnification, P1000s have 125x magnification, refractive telescopes, at least good ones, have 315x magnification, basic equal distance magnification. If stars have an average of 50 to 100 miles in diameter, then at 200,000 miles distance, it would need 2,000x magnification that would be needed if it is 100 miles in diameter. Now, at 200,000 miles distance, that equals 4,000x magnification would be needed if the stars were 50 miles on an average of diameter. And if Polaris, the North Star that is, at 100 miles in diameter, would only need 66x magnification, because it would be approximately 6,589 miles divided by 100, which equals 66, of course, approximately. And at 50 miles, if Polaris was 50 miles in diameter, then it would take 132x magnification would be needed, because it would be approximately 6,589 miles divided by 50 miles, which equals 132 approximately, 32x approximately. Light years do not exist, and that is an utter fact. Now, astronomy is not science. It is fake, false science. It is pseudoscience, plastic science. It is not real. In fact, astronomy is not science at all. Astrology is science, 100% science. But the modern form of astrology at the present time, in the 2000s AD, we are at 2024 at the moment. Now, I'm not sure of that. But astrology before the 1950s, I'm reasonably sure of. Now, I want to thank everyone for listening and watching. Share this video and subscribe, and have a very good day.